Welcome back to Boss Guys Reviews. In this review, we'll be taking a look at the G.I. Joe Classified Hisstank Haslab Cobra Hiss Gunner. This is a new female character. Here in the center is her box. She has her shovel. Very nice artwork. I love the colors. Looks great. Here's the back of the box. Looks fantastic. You can see that she comes with a lot more accessories than the other two figures that come with this. Actually, we're not calling Cobra Commander, but other two figures that come with this set. She has this assault rifle, a shovel, and some kind of battle hammer / axe. I love that line work with the overall Cobra insignia. That looks fantastic. Here's the side of the box here. Looks pretty good. Here's the other side of the box, all her stats. She is number 101 in the series. Looks pretty good. Here's the top of the box. And here's the bottom of the box. Looks fantastic. Like I said in our video for our Cobra Hiss driver, these boxes are definitely worth keeping, so I'd recommend you do that. They're going to have some kind of value for not only for the nostalgia, even if the figure is not in them. These are definitely going to be something worth some kind of value in the future, because being the very first Haslab and very first female kind of gunner / driver, you could use her for a driver too if you like, because it's pretty much the same as the male counterpart. And here she is inside of her coffin. You can see we do have the beautiful color artwork, and we're used to seeing either nothing or black and white, but it is fully colored in the background. And there's a look at that artwork without the figure in the box. Pretty awesome. Alright, so here's her weapons crate. Looks pretty cool. Has the gunner name right on it. Number 101. Number 101 there upside down. Side of boxes have these holes in them, so you can put your finger in. So, alright, so here is our Hisstank Gunner female version. So she looks pretty much the same as a male driver. The paint scheme is on point. We talked about the helmet being a glossy red, and the body clothing basically is more of your flat reds, and then that plate carrier that she has on the top there is more of the glossy red also. So it's going to take a look at her. You can see her head sculpt looks good. Silver on the front, black mask. She has a little more detail in the lips than the male driver does. So that's pretty cool. The back of her, top of her head, looks pretty good. Her plate carrier is pretty much the same. It has the blue with the silver Cobra insignia there. It's pretty awesome. Then we have the red glossy paint there on the top of the harness, the black line work, trimmed in black here. Not as much detail, I think, as the driver does. We'll do a comparison. The harness does have that sculpting that we talked about. Looks pretty good. The belt has some textures. The back side of this looks pretty good. Some pockets there. Elbow pads are very small. On the arms, we have the glossy black paint for her gauntlets and her pads on top of her hands. And then she has the same gauntlet the driver has, so that's pretty fantastic. But we have all green buttons. Pretty decent. Here is that overall. The light's catching it. Very good display there. Looks pretty good. She has her pistol case here. Has the same problem. It keeps hiking itself up to her crotch area. Then we have those leggings, kind of like the driver has, and it kind of gives you that bareness kind of feel. The blocky knee pads, very blocky in the front. More smoother in the back, especially down on the calves. There's the feet. Looks pretty good. Overall, a nice representation of a gunner or female Hisstank driver. Let's go and take a look at the articulation of the female. Her head can look down. Oh. We have the side to side a little bit. Yeah, side to side. That back and forth motion. Around 360, obviously. Arms do rotate on a ball joint. There's butterfly joints. Pretty good. It looks like the kind of harness is a little different than a male, obviously, because it kind of bevels out that way. 360 rotation. Arms raised up, not as far as the male counterpart, but because of that, this plate carrier type here. Bicep 360, double jointed elbows. This hand rotates 360, has the up and down on it like this. And then this one has the joint, which is the in and out, so that's great overall for the hand articulation. And overall for her waist, she doesn't have that male, I guess, ab crunch, whatever that joint they have. This has the cut across underneath the breast, which is underneath the plate, which I'm not going to take off, but you can see that it's like there. So that will give you like the your side to side. It can back and forth a little bit, but hindered because of the plate carrier. There's a waist swivel, and mine's kind of stuck. So the articulation range on this is, I mean, the tolerance on these are definitely different than my driver. Perfect splits, well, not perfect, but get a good range. The driver actually had a better range. It looks like we have some type of drop down hips. Can she sit? Let's hope. Once we keep this gun case out of her crotch area, she sits really good. We have the thigh cuts, which are kind of stuck. Yep. Now they heat those up. Double joint knees, looks good. And then the feet do pivot down, up, and then around the ankle for that rocker look. So pretty much the same articulation as the other classified figures. So here's a comparison of the two, the driver and the gunner. As you can see, you can use her as a female driver. If you bought multiple Haslab Hisstanks, then you can mix up a little bit if you'd like to do that. Here's the back of him. Like I said, you can see that he has that joint there, and she has a different cut under the breast. So there's the back of them. So they're pretty much spot on. It doesn't look like the female driver has the peg hole in the back. Hers is kind of lower down. It doesn't have it in the actual upper back around that plate carrier shoulder pad section. Yeah, and you can see the height comparison. The male is definitely taller than the female. Gives some nice diversity and nice presentation on your shelf. Overall, for the accessories, you do get a pair of fisticuffs, because you can go one-on-one with whoever you want. Some of the female Joes, even male Joes. I'm not going to go put these on because obviously you break these, they're not going, you can't get a replacement. So don't see myself using those at all at this point. More or less like the open hands for the holding the accessories. Because of this pistol, it's like the same pistol comes with the driver, so nothing much different here in the aspect of the guns. It's pretty cool. There's a drill barrel. Overall, here she can hold up very nicely. See, I think that these pistols, in this set at least, are made for female characters. Like the pistol, for the same pistol comes with the driver is that pistol. It's kind of small for him. So that's the problem that Hasbro has also with matching up accessories, appropriate accessories for their overall figures. So kind of rehashing these small weapons, giving them to the male characters that he's done it with the Snow Serpent. And we're going to be taking a look at the G.I.JOE 788 Fire Team. I think they did the same thing to them. But we'll hold our thoughts on that until we check it out. You can see here she can keep her pistol in her case. Fits very nicely. And since we have her arm up there, let's do a comparison to those gauntlets. They are different in color. This one has a white button. This one has all green on the female. It's like the displays are the same. But overall, just one button difference. And I maybe think the size also. She comes with the same submachine gun type assault rifle that the driver comes with. Has this unique kind of blade. I don't like this. We talked about that. Removable clip. Clips are quite large for a submachine gun. Not a big fan of it, but it is what it is. So one of the problems with this gun is extremely difficult getting her hands. I tried to put it in her hand. This is too big for her. All you're going to end up getting is white stress marks on your fingers because you're going to have to pretty much, you're going to have to stretch them all out and you're going to damage your figure, and you don't want to do that on this particular figure. So this gun, in my opinion, is pretty much out the window. Now, luckily, we do have an alternative. We have this really awesome looking, heavy, fully automatic shotgun. That drum painted beautifully. We have the red and the copper rounds inside that drum. That looks fantastic. I love the sculpt on this. It looks beautiful. We have a drill barrel, a front grip, nice shoulder weapon. This is removable, so that's very, very cool. This looks amazing, and let's hope that she can actually carry this without a problem with her hands. But that's a beautiful weapon. And it's actually relatively hard. Huh, how about that? Yes, it literally took me like a second to put this gun in her hand. Versus I beware of this gun. This gun looks fantastic. I think they should have had this gun with the driver. I really wish that they came with all three figures. I think the tactician only comes with the same thing as the driver. So you could probably get that two-hand roll, but I'm not going to mess with it too much for this purpose of our review. You definitely can see you can get it, but that is a beautiful, beautiful piece. And look at the overall colors and paint. You get the paint with the drum, her gauntlet, her chest plate. That's what it's all about right there. The small details that make a figure go a long way. So she also comes with some other stuff. She has this shovel / spade here. We go back to the warp crap. So we go from a nice, really hard alternative weapon to this trash. So very flexible. Definitely could be, a shovel to dig, or even as a blunt weapon in last resort, especially hitting somebody with that serrated edge right there. That'll definitely do some damage. But very, very flexible handle, which is terrible. But only good news for her with her warped handle is it gives you a nice alternative to put it up on her shoulder. And that's a pretty cool looking image right there. Looks awesome. Definitely she can hold the shovel with both hands. So pretty cool little display piece if you wanted to do that. I think that looks awesome, just like on the picture there. But I'm pretty sure that's what they were going for with the warp, cheap, thin plastic. So her last accessory is actually pretty cool, pretty wicked actually. Some kind of battle hammer / pickaxe, maybe. See here, she has, this part is flat on end. She can just smash whatever she wants with it. And there's some type of spikes. A little bit of color on the spikes have been really cool, I thought. Or maybe an entire silver head here on this black handle would have been really nice. Because it is a Haslab, So this looks like a bladed sharp edge. On this side, it can just poke and hack at stuff or stab at some holes drilled through there. Handle sculpted pretty nicely. This handle is a little more stiffer than the shovel, but not a whole lot, but it's better. This is pretty wicked looking. Here she is with that that pickaxe / hammer. She fell over. We lost her pistol, and then we can spin that around and we can give her that more dangerous, I don't know, I guess it's both dangerous, but penetration on this side versus smashing on the alternate side. Nothing that's worth noting, I guess, is real-time experience. Her pistol did fall off her case when she fell over, so be aware of that potential loss if you do display your figures and they fall over. Alright, there you have it, guys. The G.I. Joe Hisstank Haslab Cobra Hiss Gunner. She comes with more accessories than the driver, which is good. She comes with the same, plus a few additional ones. The shotgun one is probably the best one. I wish we'd have got 2 more of these for each of the other characters. This is the more definitive weapon, I think, for what we would need. Not this this system here. So, I love the axe she has in her hand. The shovel is a cool idea, but we could use a little better plastic on the handle at least. Overall, that's pretty much my gripes about her. The hands are kind of small for that one weapon, so be very careful there. So guys, hope you liked this review. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Don't want to do a lot of stuff with my Hisstank. Trying to be creative, one-of-a-kind stuff, so you don't want to miss that, especially if you're a G.I. Joe Classified fan, a Haslab fan, overall just G.I. Joe lore. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for your support, and we'll see you in our next review.